3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I don't have this on, but that's fine.
Good luck, dude.
Thanks. So, my controller managed to disconnect, but that's fine. Good start.
Do you mind if I just read out a donation?
Yeah, go.
Okay, it's just $20 donation here from 360 Chrism, who just did a run. It says, keep it up. ESA is always fun with you. Thank you very much for the donation, Chrism.
Crash.
So, I managed to mess up a bit with my controller early, and I had to wait a bit for that cutscene. Normally we skip it. But what you see me doing here is the first level called Toad Village, and you will see me do slide spinning just insanely fast. This is a movement tech called Hob Sliding. It's discovered by Jay Hobbs, just why it's named after him, and he did not name it after himself either. So apparently people don't like when people do that. So the general thing about this tech is that the game doesn't allow us. The game thinks we're still in falling speed. Do a slide, spin, jump. We land on a raised surface before the spin ends. So by keeping input spin slide after that, the game doesn't think we have ever landed, so it keeps the falling speed, which is why we go as fast as we do. I think that's generally the best way to explain it, or what do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. It's like if you cancel the animation of the slide spin jump, there's this brief boost of movement speed, and we exploit that by having a slide spin chain. It'll last as long as you keep the slide spin going.
This is Boneyard, and you see I avoided that mass there, because triple mass, it's slow getting the animation. And I also got a hob slide off a triple box stack. That's one of the more advanced techniques. You will see me go for it again in a very short moment. But yeah, this is the Dino level Boneyard. There's 2 of them in the run, and they are known for being pretty hard. And I got the second one.
Oh, nice. That's a really important one.
Yeah, as you see, I can keep this for like ever.
Yeah, it lasts all the way to the end of the level.
So I'm gonna do a quick switch here when going into level 5, making waves. So I'm gonna stand here and press R2 once the text on the top of the level changes. Because if you play this game, you know that if you try to enter a level where you normally play as Coco, Crash's sister, you will do an animation where he falls down and Coco goes in. And that's really slow, so we find a way to like avoid that by just pressing R2 when entering the level. It saves about 2.5 seconds going in, 2.5 seconds going out, I think. So it's quite a lot for all the Coco levels that we have in this run. So there's not really much to say about this level other than I'm trying to like weave myself a bit back and forth. Just cause it's slightly faster, like very slightly faster, like 0.2 seconds or something, 0.3. But everything for speed, right?
Yeah, something about the angle of the jet ski being diagonal is slightly faster instead of just going straight forward.
I'm gonna try and go for like a... Yeah, okay, nice.
Bomb skill.
I usually don't do that if I don't have a mask. It can just hit you. Yeah, this is a if these levels, if you're motion sick, you should probably just look at the horizon or something else. It's could easily be an issue. Gonna jump down into another Coco level called Orient Express. We're gonna ride on the Tiger for this one. I'm gonna hold R1 the entire time and use the speed boost. Just never stop. Can be a bit tricky to control if you're new. Gonna go to the side of these barrels. There's one barrel that's more risky to go to the side of, but avoid that one. I wanna try and not jump here. Jumping at as little as possible. I don't wanna jump much because it's slightly slower. Compared to the originals, when jumping was faster, so they jumped all the time.
And you notice Murcaz is always hugging the side of the level that's the camera is turning toward. That's saved a little bit of time as well.
That's the general thing in this game. So if you hug the corner while it's turning, that way it is turning, it's faster. It's more of a thing in Crash 1. Crash 1 doesn't have as much as these games in terms of speed. It's just more like every second is more important there, or every millisecond is more important in Crash 1. So here, under pressure, gonna play as Crash. I'm gonna spam X and square all the way, as fast as I can. That's the fastest way of moving in this. I'm a bit behind the cycle I want to make, so I might not make the fast cycle here. There's a cycle at the end of the level, or near the end of the level, that I want to make. And it's quite hard to make.
Yeah, it's basically the main focus of this level, is to try to make that cycle.
Yeah, it saves 3 to 4 seconds. Okay, I made it.
Nice.
Got stuck a bit there, but I still... There's two ways. I can do that vehicle, or I can just avoid that vehicle. I chose to avoid it now, but not much of the difference in terms of speed. So, what I'm gonna do now is not do Tiny Tiger, but it's gonna be really hard to explain what I do, so I'm just gonna let you watch first and then explain what I'm doing afterwards. Or Blunts can try to explain while.
Yeah, sure. So there's like a screen that you get when you want to switch to Coco over there, and there's a glitch where you kind of make the screen stay as like an option for you to press X on when it's not really actually there. And using that, you're able to switch between Crash and Coco in a way that lets you Coco go through walls. And so using the very specific inputs, it allows us to skip past the wall instead of actually fighting Tiny to go into Warp 2.
Tiny is very slow, and he gives us a power-up that's basically useless for the any percent run, so it saves almost a solid minute, I would say.
Yeah, it's really cool. Skip.
Okay. I'm glad I had a mask there. I've never done that, but sure.
Nice. Yeah, this level is pretty much the same as the other Tiger level in terms of speed.
Have a donation if it's a good time to read it out.
Yeah, you can read it out.
Just a $5 donation from Despo and Nicholas with no comment. Thank you very much.
I have a few later on in the run. There's a few levels that's really good for donation reading, so I'm gonna tell you when. This level is the first out of 3 motorcycle levels, and if you play this casually, you probably hate these levels with all your heart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to keep some getting right here, all the way to the end of the level. This is pretty tricky because I have to like sneak past the police car. So we're gonna see how that goes. And I think I got it. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Now I can just keep this entire boost all the way to the level. It saves a solid 4 or 5 seconds. 5 seconds, I believe. Between 4.5
really
and 5, yeah.
And it's really hard too because it's just the one boost all the way at the start of the level.
It looks
Keep going.
it looks a bit easier than what it is actually, because the steering on this motorcycle is very hard. It's very awkward to steer. So after a whole 5 vehicle levels, we're going into another medieval level. This is G-Ways medieval level number 2 out of 3. Gonna be doing hop sliding here too. Hopefully without stopping. See, I can go up these ledges on the side there, weave through the enemies and the nitros. Can't go up this wall, so I have to stop here. Past it. So this double mask is this mask that I have here is really important. Because I need it for the level Hang 'em High, which is the next level. Because having triple mask speeds up the monkey bars climbing by very much, like insanely much. And
That was a great G-Wiz.
yeah, it
Well
was
done.
good. So you're gonna see why I want the double mask first, because it is gonna make this level a lot easier. And a lot faster. The cool thing about this run also though is that it's how many masks and stuff, you can change your route depending on if you lose masks. But there is an optimal route or like easier. But you can do changes that are very... Yeah, apparently I have dogs.
Franker's the edition. Yeah, it's a really cool triple mask. You got just to go across all those handrails super fast.
Hopefully my dogs will drop this again. No. So, yeah, mostly the most important thing is having triple mask in this game. By far the most important thing. Tomb time. This is, in my opinion, probably the hardest level in the run to do fast. At least one of them, because there's a really tight cycle that I have to make, and it depends on the hardest hop slide in the game, which is like a elevated hop slide compared to what I have done earlier, and it's like, it feels really random and super hard to get. I don't think really anyone is consistent at it.
Yeah, you have to hold X while doing the hop slide.
Yeah,
so it's just, it feels really weird.
Timing to trigger another spin also is trigger another slide is also faster. I got it, but I got the triple mask also.
Oh, nice. Well, got the backup right.
Yeah. Normally the triple mask is a backup there. Not the main strand. Gonna go for risky jump here.
Nice.
That jump is really hard. Didn't get that slide I wanted there.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about with the spin becoming flat if you don't get the right angle on it.
Yeah. So that level went slow, if I like compare to what a best would look like, because I didn't get the last hop slide that I want. So now we're gonna see the bosses, a boss actually, which is Dingodile. It's for us the first boss in the run.
Great boss, by the way.
We kind of just don't do him the intended way at all. Just like in the original, you just jump over and spin him. Do a slide jump spin is what was called a glitch high jump in the original. We still call it a glitch high jump here, but it's not a glitch in these games. It's very intended. But it's the same as in the original, so why change the name for it? Fixed high jump. Tryna call where the portal is to spawn.
Nice. So now we have the double jump. It's gonna be pretty useful for the
Yeah, we got the double jump here, yeah. Probably won't be using double jump until the last level in this. But yeah. Dynamite, second prehistoric level.
Yeah, this is a great one for hop sliding.
Yeah, and I need this triple mask because, as you're gonna see, there's a lot of like lava pools there, and with triple mask I can just like ignore them. It's that one. Do it again.
Yeah, because if you didn't have triple mask, you would have to go around the side of some of these, or some of them you wouldn't even be able to go around, so you'd have to stop your hop slide, so it's really important to get it.
And we didn't talk about how hard it is, but you need to keep the hop sliding or the slide spin chained in a very specific rhythm. If you go off that rhythm, you will drop it, and there might be no way to regain it also. It's a lot harder than what it looks. It's a very hard tech. Got made easier on PC, but if you don't know how to do it, it's still harder compared.
Yeah.
So.
Nice, really clean level.
Good dynamite.
It's a good time for another donation.
Can you wait to after this level? This is the last.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, last level that's hard before like a level that's really long and boring. This level is insanely hard. Probably like for casuals and for new players learning this level, it probably kills 90% of the runs. So I'm gonna try make a cycle here. I'm probably not gonna make it now, so I'm gonna wait, but I can still make the cycle in the end that I want, but everything will have to be like close to. So as long as yeah, okay, I'm going on.
Yeah.
Perfect how it is now.
You just gotta get past those whirlpools and
Yeah, and the whirlpools have horrible hitboxes.
as do the sharks, actually.
Yeah.
They're pretty much everything in this level.
The damage to be
Nice.
through there, because I don't want to stop at all, really.
Which level are you doing now?
Road crash.
Road crash, okay, so
Yeah.
you lose the mask anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, motorcycle levels and plane levels and certain bosses take away your masks. So that's why I damaged the boost the way I did there. So this is Road Crash, pretty boring level. I'm gonna try and cut the corners as tight and keep the boosts as long as I can. Donations can be read while I do this level.
Just have a $5 donation from Christensen, which says, "Tell no tales, Murcaz." And I'd also like to remind people that there is a bid rule for the crew name in the next run, which is Need for Speed, with no bid so far. So for just $5, you can pick the name of the runner's crew.
So I think I have had an incentive for this. Is that met? You know that, Jack?
Let me just check.
Yeah. That would be nice to know. So, there really isn't much to this level. Try to avoid the lab assistants. They just knock you out of the course.
And this is also the hardest motorcycle level. It
It's
has these S-bends that are just very hard to steer properly on.
yeah, and it's also the tightest in terms of like what's it called? Like actually winning the race. If you do a mistake,
yeah.
you're pretty much almost just lost.
This one definitely takes most people a few tries to actually beat.
This was a really good level so far though.
Nice.
That call. So third medieval level. Pretty much the same as the two others. It's not really much change to them. I'm just gonna speed through them. The hopsliding. This is the last level we're gonna see much use of the hopslide though. So enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, so since the next boss gives us a modification on this spin, it'll make the hop slide no longer work. So that's why this is the last level where we will have hop slides going on.
Yeah, conveniently for us, there's not really any good hopsliding levels in the two last warps either. They are much more suited to the new speed tech we get, called Mach Tornado, which I will go into detail about once I get it and can show it off.
And just to answer your earlier question, yes, the bid war for future tents has been met. So thank you very much, guys. So that will be shown off at the end of the run, I believe.
Nice.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
No pressure.
It's an insanely hard level. Okay, high time. This level is the most cycles in this game are based upon entering the level, and there's a cycle at the end of the level, like at the very end of the level, that I'm gonna try to make. But since these walls in this level has a thing with dropping your inputs, so I might not get double jumps when I want, and that's rip cycle. There's our first double jump. Okay. Didn't mean to lose my master, but that mask does not matter, really. It would give me triple mask in a level called Sphinxinator, but it's not really. It saves very minimal time. Okay, I did not make the cycle I wanted to make. That cycle is incredibly tight.
Yeah, that was pretty close though.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. So, Entropy. Very interesting boss fight. That mask I have here though is really important. It's gonna save us like almost 20 seconds in this boss fight if I do it correctly.
Yeah, this boss fight is great in the speedrun. It's totally not at all the casual experience.
Yeah, we don't do anything that you do casually at all. Like, just skip the entire way. So I'm gonna jump over this and a double jump. Hit him. No, do a glitch high double jump again. Jump back. Avoid his bullets. For this last part, I can't do that, or you can, but it's only been done like 1 in 1,000 times, so why would we? I jump over this bullet, damage abuse on that bullet, and hit the boss. So that's Entropy in this speedrun. It's very fun. Can be frustrating also, because it loses a lot of time if you don't have a mask here.
It's a super awesome boss fight. Probably the coolest in the whole trilogy.
I think it's between this and like Koala Kong in one for me. Or Embryo is also cool. So, for people who have watched my stream lately, know that this is gonna be extremely stressful. Extremely stressful because I have killed runs in this level of every level the last few days. And this level is normally extremely free. It's just so boring that it's easy to like fall asleep while doing it.
This is some great level design right here.
And I don't want to get hit at all, because I want one mask out of this level. And I will be getting a mask right around the corner here. Dingodile is also a cool boss fight, but not much new was changed from the original in him, but he's still cool. It's just cool that almost no, like, there's only one boss done intended in this speedrun, and that's Cortex. We don't even do boss 1 and 4, so... Yeah, for those of you who likes the engine space battle, we will not be doing that in this run. We will use the same method that I used to skip Tiny, to skip engine, but it's gonna be done differently this time though. But engine is really slow as a boss fight, so...
Yeah, it's a cool fight, but it takes too long.
Yeah.
We're trying to go fast.
So, this crystal, you want to talk about it, Bots?
Yeah, so the thing about that crystal is, for some reason, you can just phase right through it, and turning on the jet skis is actually super slow, so if that ends up happening to you, then you lose like 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 7 plus seconds. It's really terrible. We've seen instances of that crystal that you can stand inside the crystal and have it still not activate. Which is, yeah, great game. So, I'm gonna switch to Crash here again. We could normally do Coco, and there's no difference in the characters. There's difference in their animations when exiting the level. Coco has slower animations, so just that small time save there that we don't want to lose time just because we want to play Coco. So I'm trying to do Crash as much as possible.
Yeah. And now you see Murcaz using the Mach Tornado speed tech that we hinted at before.
So
this replaces the hop slides.
The difference is that I have to start this over again all the time. I cannot chain it like I did with the hop slide, but I can also start it on flat ground. So
yeah,
That's the
Basically,
difference.
you see like right when he hits the ground with the spin going, he just gains super speed out of nowhere until the animation ends. So we're basically just exploiting that to go fast whenever we can.
So, one of the hardest jumps in the game, and I bonked. But, oh, I made it.
Nice.
Oh, and I made that flame. But he was on a weird cycle. That was
Yeah, those
scary.
yeah, those two really hard jumps, right, one after the other.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, that was a decent level.
yep.
That level is quite sketchy. So, also a very notorious level coming up called Tomb Raider. In this version, it has absolutely horrible physics when it comes to the water. The water can just drag you down and just steal all your momentum if you hit it. So, I'm gonna go for an extremely hard cycle here.
Get the quote-unquote god cycle going
Yeah.
on here.
Let's see if I can make this.
Basically doing the fastest possible speed tech the entire way, all to make this one door cycle. I don't know if you would call it a door, but
I
the
made
thing
it.
that stamps down.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
That's insanely hard.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest strat in the game.
Yeah.
And having triple mask form keeps the water staying down the whole time, so that's also pretty useful. Although surprisingly, it only saves like 3 or 4 seconds. But it's still nice.
Surely you mean insanely hard.
We've heard that joke quite a lot of times by now. It's,
I do apologize, this is the first time I've seen this.
Nice.
What a level, dude. Holy crap. That level was insane.
Really nice team leader there.
Yeah. Pretty much optimal, I would say. I don't know what could go better there. Like small optimizations. Future Fancy, another hard cycle at the beginning here. But it's hard because I want to keep this triple mask, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like these lasers. You basically want to avoid their cycles.
Yeah, and
Or get
I want to
upgrade.
keep this triple mask and make a cycle up ahead here. I'm not making it now, probably, because I did not make it now. I went a bit powered there at the end, because that mask is way more important than making that cycle, but making that cycle is also...
Yeah, but if you get the triple mask form, also shoutouts to that double slide right there.
Yeah.
It's a cool strat that we recently found. But this triple mask form allows you to do mock tornadoes through all sorts of enemies and things like that, so it's pretty useful.
I'm on a really weird cycle here. I don't know what I'm gonna... up here.
You want to avoid bouncing on boxes whenever possible. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
Yeah, bouncing, being in the air, or like, yeah, being in the air is slightly faster, but bouncing is very slow. Okay, so that triple mask does not matter, or that double mask does not matter, so... Just...
yeah. Pretty good level.
Yep. So, bye-bye blimps. Another great time for donations, if you have any, Jack.
Sure, I have a $5 donation from Anonymous, which just says, "Go faster, Murcaz."
Either elk or roach, so thanks. Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye, Blimps. First out of 2 flying levels. They're pretty much gonna be, hopefully, back-to-back. Like, I'm gonna do this and then the other one right after. They don't have much to them, like, at least this one doesn't have much to them. I'm trying to turn as early as I've shot the last shot, so I know exactly, like, how many shots I would need to hit the plane for it to explode, so I try to turn those. Like there, yeah.
Yeah, you just need to shoot the 7 planes down to get the crystal, so it's really simple, 90%.
Not extremely challenging in 108 either.
Yeah, not really. Yeah. Just a little bit more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need okay, so I'm gonna try this thing again. This is harder and I'm gonna have to do it blind. Like, you're not gonna see what I'm doing from a certain point, so I'm gonna need a bit quiet, hear my steps. Okay, so I'm at the platform. Okay, we're entering the level. Okay, nice. We're in Mad Bombers. Okay, so what happened there is that on PC, for some reason, when you do the gate clip that way, it turns your screen black and you can't see anything. So you would have to learn the entirety of what to do there blind and enter the level you want to go in blind. It's kind of tricky, but you get used to it. It's faster than, you can do it non-blind, but that loses 15 seconds, so it's better to just learn blind one. There is a chance of soft locking while doing that trick, because you're out of bounds, and if you go slightly to the right, you're gonna soft lock. So that's why it's sketchy doing it blind. A lot of runs have been lost there.
Those are nice Mad Bombers too.
Yeah. Orange asphalt. Are you timing this, Spons?
No, I'm not timing it.
I am, but I messed up the beginning, so since the controller got unplugged.
I see. You can always time it later.
Yeah. So, 3rd motorcycle level, and the easiest. The last but the easiest motorcycle level in any percent. Just because it's so long and it has like these long, there's not really any much hard strats here compared to the others.
Yeah, it's really hard to not get first place in this race. It's supposed to be harder because the cop cars are moving side to side now, but it's not actually harder.
It makes it easier. Like the only cop car that's hard is like the one coming up soon, which we need to be on a good cycle for boost through him. But normally, if you do it okay, you're not gonna be on a good cycle for him. But if you do it well, it's gonna line up perfectly like it did for me there. And if you do it badly, it's gonna line up perfectly. Depends on how badly you do it. I'm gonna go past these cop cars on the side here.
Nice. Yeah, so basically, like, once you land after a jump, you lose your boost, so that's why skipping the first ramp saves a little bit of time.
So now we have 3 platforming levels left, no vehicle levels, so for anyone that really dislikes vehicle levels, you're in luck. No more of them. Sorry, I have a cold, so coughing a bit. So I switched to Coco here just in case I get hit by a thing that's coming up. She doesn't have an animation when squished, so compared to Crash, which has a very long animation.
Yeah. Talking about the doors that close in on you. There's a cycle we're trying to make here.
Okay, so you see I got squished by that door, and I did not lose my mask. That's something that's called after Macrody, a runner of this run also. Oh, I forgot to do the damage boots. While explaining the strand. Yeah, if you slide when the doors hit you, like just a slide, not a slide jump, you'll get, you won't get hit for some reason. I was supposed to do a damage abuse to keep that door open, which is a really cool strat, but...
Yeah, it's okay, it saves like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
We could do that for this door too, but instead we choose to save the masks, because it's faster to get the triple mask form in the next level.
Yeah. Okay, so this was very sloppy level. That's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't bad overall, I think. It's pretty good, actually. Just a couple of mock tornadoes.
Yeah. So, on tomorrow. Last future level. So, I think these future levels are probably the coolest levels in any percent, but in the 108% category, these levels are really bad, in my opinion. I don't think Buns agrees, but yeah.
I'll let it slide because you're doing the run. But yeah, this is the triple mask form I was talking about. It lets you run right through those big robots, and you don't have to worry about any of these cycles or anything. So it's really useful.
Yeah, this run is timed in loadless time, so you guys are not gonna see loadless. If you compare to the leaderboards, this is gonna look like really bad, but I'm gonna tell you the loadless time when I'm done because I'm timing it. I screwed up on parameters. Okay.
Nice.
Bit messy endgame here, but an accident body slam is always good.
Shoutouts to body slam being on the same button as slide.
Yeah, for some reason they didn't let us change that on the PC version either. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I would really like to be able to take that body slam away. So, last level before the box, Flaming Passion. We recently made this level like 5 seconds faster, so it's quite intense. An extra double jump there to not get hit, so might miss cycles.
Yeah, that's a really cool mock tornado right there.
I missed that. Gonna see me if I can get up. Yeah, that was. I would like to go from trampoline to trampoline. Can't always get what you want. I'm on a bad cycle here. Oh, and we have our first death, I believe. That is a really small death, so I'm fine with that being the only death in the run.
It was literally right after the checkpoint.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of the smallest you could have.
Strangely bright. It is bright outside today. Not at bright, it's like 4 PM for me. It's starting to get dark. It's gonna get dark really soon, probably. It's in like 15 minutes from now.
So this fight is like the same every time, the 3 phases, but
The mines he throw are RNG, which can cost up to 6 seconds in terms of RNG. So how we throw through them now is how I'm gonna classify as mediocre. Because I want this spot right here, the second to last mine, to be free. These two I would like to be free. The third and fourth that he throws. That would be good. There are times when he drops all his mines just in his face, which is very unfortunate. Also one of the best soundtracks in the game, in my opinion. Really love the Cortex soundtrack. So this was good. That was really good mines. Ridiculous. So time is coming up when I enter the portal and lose control. Crash, I'm gonna tell you time. Oh, what was those mines? So time is coming up very slowly after I pick up these shoes. So waiting for the portal to spawn. Time.
GG, dude.
That was a 41:34 in-game time, which is currently 16 seconds off world record. So that was an insane run.
Crazy.
That was really,
Well done,
really
man.
good.
GG.
What's the real time? How much do we have?
It's like 47, 44.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, we have enough time then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load for the future events. So let's see. Oh, do I use the speed shoes now or not? I guess I could. Normally we don't have them in the 108, but we have them available in the save. No, I have the world record, but that was only 16 seconds off. I would have been. It was a good run. So I'm gonna do a lot of slide jumps here. The slide jump is fast when having speed shoes, not fast otherwise. I'm gonna get every box here, and the thing is, I'm gonna wait for this robot and kill it, cause there's a consistent crash in this level. So if you don't kill enemies, or especially those two big robots that are in this, you're gonna have a hard time and maybe crash the game. So.
Yeah, that's the current theory we have about it, is that if you just kill enough enemies, especially those robots, it'll help avoid the crash happening. We even do like a death abuse right before the elevator where the game usually crashes. Like a insurance, basically.
I'm gonna show off the death abuse also.
Yeah, okay. But, so there's a death route in this level, so you
yeah.
can't actually die before you hit it.
I have to survive
that's
until I
insane.
hit the death route, yeah. And this is the death route, so I can die now. Let's try to avoid that. Oh, okay. Sure. Didn't hit. I'm gonna wait for this. I tried to hit him with the bazooka, but I'm gonna wait for him. I don't want my game to crash. These rockets also have bad hitboxes. Okay. This is the new level that was added a couple of months ago, or like almost half a year ago by this point, right? Almost like 5 months.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, okay, this is where it would usually crash in the elevator there. So I'm gonna death abuse to remove like any flying objects like lives or bumper fruit. So it did not crash on me, which is good.
Nice. Perfect. It's really everyone's biggest fear when they run the full completion category.
Yeah, the crash there is really unfortunate. Okay. See if we need that mask. I don't think we do. That was close. Yeah. Nice that I didn't die doing that TNT body slam there.
Yeah, it was a good backup shot. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this level's cool because they make you use basically all the power-ups you've gotten throughout the game.
Yeah. There was a hidden, what's it called there? Hidden TNT. So, yes, it looks like really tempting to just, you know, go spin it. But if you did that, you would die. So.
Yeah, it's a death trap, basically.
In on the end of this level. I'm gonna use the mask to damage him here.
And show the box count at the end.
So 145 or 145, and I've gotten the Death Route gem, so that's the entire level. How much time do we have? Because if we still have time, I could show off the relic also, or just show off how the gate clip that I did blind was done, if that's interesting. No, this is the new bonus level that was released, called Future Tense. It was released when it was released on all platforms. So I could show off the gate clip if we have time, which estimate should be good, right?
Yeah, we did not have time. The next run is about to start.
Okay.
So thank you very much for the run there, Murcaz. It was great watch.
Yep, it was a really good run. So thanks for watching, everyone, and hope I see everyone soon.
Hello and welcome back to ESA Movember. I'm Psycho Bunny and this is Robo Sparkle. Hi guys, what's up?
Välkommen till Sverige. That is all of the Swedish that I know.
Oh, I know a few things in Swedish, but it's better I don't say it on stream.
Yeah, those ones. I mean,
No.
those ones don't count on a
It does
pre-watershed
count.
stream.
It does count. It's still
Well,
Swedish.
I mean, I guess it's post-watershed somewhere. But anyway, up
But
next.
do you want to present it?
Yeah, up next
Yeah.
we've got Need for Speed Carbon, the career any % New Game Plus by the current record holder. And we've been having debates on how to pronounce his name. I'm going to go with Fjorgia, since we're in Sweden.
Yeah, I say it's F Georgie, but
Fjorgia.
I think it's cuter.
Yeah.
F Georgie. I like Georgie.
So anyway, that's that. We do have some donation incentives coming up. I don't know if this is something that we can still meet during the run, but there's a Vanishing Darius incentive, which is $27 away from its goal. So if you can donate, raise some money for a great cause. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So
I think that's
really
pretty
close.
much it, right?
Yeah, I think that's it for
Yeah.
upcoming donations, but please still keep going. There's some more.
Guys, anything is welcome. Like
Yeah,
a
we're
dollar
taking
makes a
suggestions.
huge difference. You wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
If everyone in chat donated $1,
Yeah. Speaking of,
that would be at 1,000 right now.
yeah. Speaking of donating $1, there's also a bid war for the crew name, and no one has submitted anything yet. So literally $1, and you can get your own crew name in the run.
I'd say that's pretty pug.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. No? It's a good deal.
I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Single dollar, choose the crew name, bam, you're done. In there. Swish.
Yeah. Well,
Other cool young people words. Pazam. There's some nice eye fluttering there.
okay, well, I'm going to go back to playing DDR and you guys can go enjoy the run.
Enjoy the run with Fjorgia or F. George or...
Georgie.
I'm sure he'll tell us what his name is.
Georgie. Bye.
Bye.
I was still reading in the moment.
Alright, hey, welcome everyone. I'm George, I'm F. George, but most people just call me George. This is Need for Speed Carbon, successor to Wanted. Heavy emphasis. This run features a lot of safe abuse. So first things, I'm gonna show this off before I actually start the run. This save file has, the career hasn't started yet, but all cars are unlocked, all performance cars are unlocked. I'm just gonna showcase this quickly. There's just everything's unlocked. This will come into effect later. But before I press this magical button called Start Career, which actually is the New Game Plus definition for this run, I do have to apologize to the donation reader because this run is so packed with explanations and glitches in like a 10-minute time frame that there probably won't be a lot of time for donations. So I do apologize in advance for that, but
That's
we'll
totally
get...
okay. I will just like to answer Robo's question that he asked during the intermission. There is still time for the $27 to get in for the glitch. So if you want to get that in and see the glitch, get it in now, guys.
Yep, get it in there, boys. Get it in there. All right. I'm ready. I assume... Yeah, I was supposed to count on myself. So I'm going to do a slow countdown so the people have time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, wait, no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to load the save file. I am so sorry. Holy crap. I'm a nervous wreck right now. I apologize. All right, is the timer fixed? Could you check that quickly? Yeah, the timer didn't start. I am really sorry for the tech. Let's do this again. Sorry about that.